What's up everyone, and welcome to another video 100% in English. Alright, now let's start reflecting on our theme for the day, which is resilience. And I'm really into this topic because I listen, read, and talk about it all the time, but mainly because my father says something very peculiar about it, which is the difference between being resilient and being stubborn is a very thin line. And as you can imagine, this quote has made me reflect a lot on my life, on my choices, on my actions, on my dreams, on my conversations, my friendships, and even my thoughts. And it wasn't just once or twice, it was kind of a couple of times, many times. Am I being strong and fighting for what I believe, fighting for my dreams, or am I just being stubborn and banging my head against a brick wall? And that's kind of funny, right? Because we often hear many famous quotes about resilience, and we think that we have to be like that all the time, but it happens that's not true. We have to be honest here, right? So yeah, resilience is a beautiful word and a great concept. In fact, I even took a look to see where it came from, and it comes from a Latin word, which is resilire. I have no idea about the pronunciation. Which reflects its core meaning, the ability to recover, adapt, bounce back, cope with, or being flexible after facing adversity or a challenging or even traumatic experience. And resilience is also seen as a key factor to one's mental and emotional health in psychology too. Matter of fact, most of times resilience is also associated with success, and in many different stories when characters embody this kind of behavior and trait as they face many battles, setbacks, roadblocks, and difficulties in general. And that's kind of interesting, isn't it? But besides all this, besides being good at all times, besides being connected with a sense of purpose, oh my gosh, resilience also has a huge impact on many people's lives when it's taken to an extreme level. So you better watch out, because resilience might become the villain in your life if you don't know your boundaries and limits. And the consequences that we can get out of this transgression, trespassing our own limits and boundaries, is emotional and physical damage. Our body starts reacting. Guys, let's reason together. If you drink water to an extreme level, it's not good for you. It's actually dangerous. So it's kind of needless to say what happens when you're living on the edge, right? And in my humble opinion, that's when being stubborn comes into play. We become stubborn when we don't see the line we've just crossed. And this line, as I said, can represent your limits, your boundaries, your health, somebody else's individuality, your expenses, or your family and friends, or even the lack of direction. You're just doing something because at one point, once you started, or because somebody's telling you to do so. It's okay to change your direction. It's okay to change. It's okay to change your mind. And as I said here a couple of times already, we are human beings. Even though sometimes it doesn't look like, but we are. So naturally we change, and naturally we mature. It's okay also to give up. Maybe things you did in the past make no sense nowadays, and they don't represent you anymore. So why should I keep doing what doesn't represent me anymore? And it's basically the same for a career change. A job that once made you happy doesn't have to make you happy forever. But if it does, cool. Maybe your big change will happen in a different area of your life, and you won't be less you because of it. It's just an add-on, more experience. So, after some years listening my dad saying that quote, I believe that I kind of got to a conclusion, which might change in the future. I understood where my line is, and remember that we have different lines for different areas of our lives. It depends on what are we being resilient or stubborn with. And this thin line that splits the difference between these two terms, it's about being aware of your surroundings and at least know your next step. Is it worth the try? Does it even make any sense? Where is this gonna take me? After all, we shouldn't just check things out of our to-do list to get rid of them. We have to think, what are the consequences of what I'm doing right now? What are the consequences of what you are doing right now? Is it gonna move you forward? Are you gonna be closer to your dreams? Or are you just spending your precious time and resources on something that will take you nowhere? Remember that stubbornness involves refusing to change one's mindset, even in the face of evidence and reason. And if there is one thing that I want you to take from this video is plan, take action, and reflect on your results. By doing this, you're gonna build your confidence in a more natural and conscious way. You won't get lost, and the chances of crossing the line are gonna be pretty lower. Did you like this reflection? So join us and subscribe to the channel. And remember, smash that like button and leave your comment if you want more videos like this. And I don't know if you ever realized this, but for these videos in English, I always leave some questions below. Thank you so much for being here with me today, guys. I hope this video has kind of inspired you or make you reflect a lot. And I see you on the next one. Bye!